Hello, sorry about that. Apparently my internet, my network lost connection to Twitch because I had to restart OBS to get it to start streaming again. Um, so I don't know what was going on. It's clearly just having a blurb today. So people are here. Sorry that I very late starting, but yes, we just had to debug and check. There was nothing clogging the network, for want of a better word. So firstly, let me say hello to people. If I missed someone, it's because I lost connection to Twitch. So I'll go through in order, and if I didn't say your name, then please do say hi again. So, welcome into Vlad, Sir Khalid, Reina, Horror, Havor. I did do a stretch and a hydrate. You just couldn't see them, Havor, but thank you for keeping me hydrated. Havor, The Unseen Truth is a bear horror game? I don't think so, but I will tell you about the game in a moment. Then me saying that the bot was broke. Then the bot started working again. Hey, Alkash! And Mr. Cox. And Ray, who is not redeeming dailies, just, you know, we need a Ray command that goes, nice, 69 bleep bloops. Your genre for the stream is party, and your chaos rating is 88%, right? I feel that sums you up. You got a good genre there. Rainer, in case you were wondering, sorry, my stream had a moment and I had to restart. So that's in case you were going, what is going on? That's what's going on. Mr. Corner's 46% chaos. That's not too bad. You're playing Wild West themed Ratalaika game. Cool. That sounds fun, Raina. I'm going to tell you about the game today, and then, oh yeah, and I should also say, Jesse is still sort of recovering from being ill, which is why this is not a co-stream. We'll be back with synesthesia next week. I'm sure you're all raring to find out what happens. But yes, when the network is actually behaving and we can connect to Twitch to stream, we're playing Blind, The Unseen Truth, developed by GoCore, published by Happy Player. This one came out on the 13th of December 2024. It's an ID at Xbox game. So thank you to ID at Xbox for the code for this one. We'll see how it goes. We do have some other games lined up in case this one either gets too scary or doesn't fit in with what I'm feeling today. But we're going to give it at least probably an hour with a visual novel. So, a girl with face blindness accidentally stumbles into a mysterious ritual and begins to see things that ordinary people cannot, hence blind. And also, we're doing visual novels because my wrist is still pain, so yeah. You could write 17 nonsensical endings and it wouldn't be far off what you expect the ending of Synesthesia to be, right? I mean, yeah, fair, same. Though I'm not very good at writing things, but yeah. Oh, wonderful. That's like, yeah, not only did the stream break, I can't see because there's a giant fingerprint in the middle of my glasses. Ah. Okay. I got splattered with something. I need to find my cleaning spray, but also you're blue. I mean, to be fair, people regularly change colour on my stream, so I'm fine with that. I couldn't even tell you what colour that you were before, but this one suits you. We're wearing a different jumper today because, well, the other one's in the wash. Because I accidentally got toothpaste on it. Oh dear, a weird weekend. I feel very discombobulated. So this one has multiple endings and has a teddy bear, but it's also, there's a screenshot in it where there's some really cute little black kittens. So I'm here for the little black kittens. What else can I tell you about this game? It is also available on Switch and PlayStation and PC. I'm assuming Steam. Yes, it is on Steam, because I remember seeing it on Steam. It has English, Japanese, and both Chineses supported. But yeah, there looks like there's some really cute black kittens. I'm really here for the black kittens. Everyone in the other places were like, why are you blue now? I mean, as I said, I couldn't tell you what color you were before, but this suits you. Price wise on Xbox, this one's £9.99 or $11.99. It has been on sale last February, Valentine's Day, for 60% off, so it may go on sale again. I couldn't tell you. And it has 22 achievements, all of which are obtainable. I hope I've told you everything that I usually do. I have really completely lost track of what the heck is going on, because you don't expect the gosh darn internet to, well, oh, you used orange. I mean, the blue looks lovely. I might get you confused with Jessie now, but you do match my jumper. You use orange. Yeah. Honestly, I'm very much, I live sort of in the moment. So, you know, what is true now tends to be that's the truth of the matter. So what the truth of the matter now is that, Ray, you are blue. Jessie is also blue, but I think a different shade of blue. I'm always purple. My purple conflicts drastically with Twitch's purple, because my purple is a red-based purple and Twitch's purple is a blue-based purple. But it's fine. So yeah, so this one, I've lost track of where I am. Apparently there's an cat puppet. Okay, so there's an achievement for watching cat videos. Right. Okay, so yeah. Basically, we already had the art downloaded for this, so I thought, yay, this would be quite a cool thing. And this is where the CGs are. Settings. Let's have a quick look at settings. Oh, come on, let's have some volume. At least give it a chance. Okay, so the game seems to suggest skip button is LT, but whether I can change that or not, I just wanted the music up. So yeah. But anyway, hopefully everyone is okay. The internet, you know. Did I do the thing that everyone has done? The is my blue your blue thing? Oh, what? Do you see colours the same? Yes, many times. I'm fairly average on colours. I think my colour cones are fairly standard. I have no problems with colours, which is nice. Problems with everything else, just not colours. I do have disagreements with people on what colour things are when it's the colour of the monitor changes the colour. Like that whole blue gold the blue gold dress issue. I could see both of them depending on which screen I was on, and I'm like, this is the same ready photo. So I know what's going on here, but yeah. And I often have arguments with my mum about what colour things are, but that is also slightly just me trolling. Blue and green and turquoise being the median. Yeah, turquoise is blue-green. Big fan of teal myself, which is a sort of a green with a tinge of blue. Sort of like the colour here, but slightly more greeny. I've got a teal blanket, which I can't show you because green screen, everything that's got any kind of green in goes vaguely invisible. But yeah, anyway, we'll... Oh, good. There's some characters I can't read. I did set it to English, didn't I? Yeah, I mean, the things at the bottom are in English. Oh, I graduated from college and returned to my hometown. There we go. Okay, so we've got LB as save. Huh, cool. It's an autosave. I like autosaves. We've got RB as read. I don't know whether that's like... Hang on. Well, X is auto. Y hides, so we can see the pretty. Okay. Alright, so that just doesn't get a translation. I wish I knew what that said. I do not. So what happens if I do RB? Ah! Read as in load. Gotcha. Save, load. Sorry. I was like trying to play with the settings at the very beginning because you can't muck too much up. And then note. Notebook! Which I got an achievement for. I'm committed. Auto and then settings, hide and then exit. Okay, cool. Right. Let me just. Okay. So you should be hearing rain. On the stream right now. That is the game. As long as you can hear the rain and you can hear me, we're good. But it is gloomy outside. I was going to go for a walk, but it was gloomy and I felt weird, so. But yeah, you are what? You are heck, you are rain, you are good. The familiar rainy season, the sign of the impending summer in Kinning. Kinning. I'm going to go with Kinning. Is the continuous rain. I might need to increase the text speed. I read faster than it's writing. There were some bongs in there. And the familiar clock. No one has fixed this clock in 4 years. Ooh, casino. You are hearing the rain. Ah. Thanks, Ray. Casino. That is... At least it's not sports. We've had party and casino. I feel like the randomness is trying to tell us something today. What is my genre? I am curious. I'm annoyed that my bot broke. I'm annoyed that my internet broke. I got mech. Mech is a genre. Mech's a genre and I can't get FMV. Right. Chaos. It was 0 yesterday. 94. Yeah. 0 to 94, honestly. There's something use of gymnopedes. Is that a Greek person? Oh, mech warrior. Mech assault. Yeah. Just like mech gets a genre and I can't get FMV as a genre. Psst. Psst. Anyway. I've sort of given up because it doesn't seem like any time I do stuff I get thingamajigs. Oh! This has a name? I didn't know that. I mean, it sounds familiar, but I'm guessing that's because it's a very common, possibly open source, non-copyrighted piece of, you know, music that games use because it doesn't require a license. Erixati. I've not heard of them, but I'm not really a music aficionado. I mean, I put it in my genre list, right? I cannot get it onto achievements. But as I said, I've sort of given up on genres on there. For now, we are just playing the games that look fun. And pretty much just on stream, because I have not been playing much off stream. But, on the other hand, I did get my chores done this weekend, I think. I may have bought some things. Nothing massively exciting this time. Chore-related things, like a filter for my air filter. Anyway, no one has fixed this clock in 4 years. The humid air makes everything sticky and heavy, and the sounds that fall in the ears are distorted like a cotton wool that has absorbed a lot of water over the head. Right, I've got to make the text quicker. Jesus Christ, that's like, you know. Hi, BX. That was very slow. I was like, and the next word, please. The curtain of rain obscured my vision, and I accidentally stepped into an imperceptible puddle on the road. Ooh, I hate it when that happens. Soggy toes. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to clean my shoes. I need to add that to my list. Sorry. You'd think I'd remember these things, but no, I need to clean my shoes. They got muddy when it was muddy, and if I'm going on a work trip in a few weeks, 3 weeks, then I need to make sure my shoes are not muddy, or at least, you know, they don't go in there muddy. So, Gymnopedis and Nocien number 1 are used everywhere. I mean, yeah, fair. But yes, did I say hi BX? I think I said hi BX, but yeah, if I didn't, hi. Very careful wave, because my wrist is annoying me. It's very hard doing laundry when you can only use one hand reliably. I did at least fill up all my tea thingies, so I have fresh tea. And yeah, bought some books because it's the 1st of February. It's February. Flick, did it get to be February already? But yeah, I was like, oh, cool, it's February. Which means that all the new book sales go on, and I'm like, ooh, what can I get this time? And I picked up some books. Because, you know, I need new books like I need a hole in the head, but it's a hobby of mine. But I'm happy. And that's really all that matters, isn't it? That I'm happy with my purchases. Anyway, I looked at my phone and saw that the bus I was on had just left. 20 minutes before the next one. I think it meant the bus I was waiting for. It was a good time to visit my alma mater on the side. But yeah. Hi, Ellie. Good kitty. You are a very good kitty. Do not let Ray tell you otherwise. Also, don't put my face that big. It makes me self-conscious. Ooh, chaos. Oh, 94. Nice, BX. Lots of chaos today. The alma mater. Who refers to their school as that all the time? Looked like it hadn't changed much after a 4-year absence, except for a few tiles missing from the roof of the janitor's room, and a few walls repainted in the school building. The school building was repainted with a few walls. Okay. I may take some liberties with reading this out if it starts repeating itself, because it is going to annoy me. The railing was surrounded by a higher barbed wire fence. In this weather, the security guard has gone to the boiler room to make a cup of noodles to warm his stomach. Alright, I gotta see if I can make this any faster. Seriously, it's like the slowest text in existence. But yes, Ellie's good kitty. I can have a conversation with your cat. I occasionally have a conversation with Dan's dog. Because Milo is good boy. Ellie is good kitty. Ellie is good girl. That is just... Sorry. The upstairs, downstairs, whoever is banging again. It's kind of like hammering. It hasn't happened for a few weeks because I complained about it in the group chat. I'm hoping it's just someone's making some furniture and it'll go away, not the regular weird tapping of whatever machine. Possibly the washing machine needs a new leg or something. Just past the unoccupied booth, I saw an old woman talking to a student. We will get into the story and I will you know, stop getting distracted. But heck, it's me. I'm going to get distracted. Promises that I think Kira, her name is, sees some sort of ritual. She doesn't recognize faces, hence why no one has faces. It's a interesting representation of what can be seen. There's a TV show, I think it's Brilliant Minds, with the guy that played Sylar in Heroes, plays a doctor with face blindness. At least I think it's that actor. I'm not so great with names and faces. I can see faces. My grandpa had face blindness. I never really asked him how he saw faces because it's not something that I can then picture because I don't have a visual memory. Which is probably why I'm really bad with faces. I can recognize faces in context, but the moment I see a face out of context, I get really confused. Like seeing someone you work with not at your workplace is a big thing. I still remember there was someone that said hi to me at a games conference thing, EGX or pre-EGX, and I have no idea who it was. They seemed to know me, and this was before I was streaming. So I'm assuming I was supposed to know who they were. But yeah, stretch. Okay, we're going to carefully stretch because this one is poorly. But I do need to stretch. We stretch without doing the bad rotation. And we will do the hydrate. Thank you for keeping me stretched and hydrated, Havor. I hope you are doing okay. But we're gonna do this for an hour-ish. Where's the bear? The bear has not appeared yet, neither of the kittens. I am waiting for the kittens, you're waiting for the bear. But considering we are currently, I believe, a lady, and the bear was pictured with a dude, I don't think we see the bear yet. I will continue through the story for a little bit, and hopefully we will get the bear. If we do, I will take a screenshot, and I will send it to you, if you are not here. The old woman was hunched over, carrying swaddling clothes in her arms. I hope there's a baby there as well. The girl was wearing a school uniform with altered pant legs, probably a senior student. Girl, do you know how to get to the nearest restaurant? Ah, there's a snack street in front of you. Go straight along this road, turn left, and after the intersection, and there's a noodle shop. Oh yeah, if you didn't actually get the daily Havor, if you didn't do it again, then it should be not broken now. Thank you, Sir Khalid, for doing that reminder. I think Hora got theirs. I checked that it was working first, so I got mine. Not that it particularly matters, because I own the sheet of games. But I do like to make sure the damn thing's working after it broke. But yeah, Havor, I don't think you got yours again. So feel free to do your daily. Because I don't think it registered. Ow. Refresh. No, the only mention of Havor in my list of my log thing is literally so lead going, Havor, you need to redeem it again. So yeah, Havor, you need to redeem your daily again because the other one didn't work. Stupid broken stream. That is the second time. Though to be fair, the first time it was because I needed to upgrade the bot and I hadn't done it. Which I feel that was my fault. This time I don't know what happened. I lost connection to just the Twitch servers because I had to restart OBS. So maybe Twitch had a glitch. Maybe my internet was just having a moment. But anyway, restarting OBS made it work again, so yeah. Anyway, noodle shop. That noodle shop is not so good. The salt is like free. So excessive or non-existent. There may be some translation quirks, I believe, in this. Can you show us the way? It's raining. I'm afraid I'll take a wrong turn. This noodle shop is very close. Turn a corner and you can see it. Indeed, the noodle shop sign are along in front of the eyes. We may not survive an hour. We do have other games lined up. I love the premise of this game, and the graphics looked gorgeous. The art is beautiful, but the translation is making my head hurt. We will persevere. We've got to persevere for at least another half an hour? At least another half an hour. Quarter past, whatever the next hour is. So, let's not get too distracted. I've been looking for my daughter, the child's mother, but I didn't think I'd get off the bus and have my wallet stolen. The actual fact is that the actual people are not able to understand how to pay for the cell phone. I'm sorry. This is very much all your base art belong to us. The child is hungry, has been crying for food and drink, went to several stores. Our 2-eye affects their business. I shouldn't. It feels kind of rude, but oh my god. Did no one read this? This is at the beginning of the game. Did no one read this to check it made sense? I mean, it is possible they got auto translation to do it, and because obviously Japanese, Chinese are structured completely different to English. You can't just translate literally. Right. Okay, we will persevere. Hopefully we can understand what's going on. This talk does not work. A few years have not improved. Can still cheat people? The old woman is now slightly bent over, whispering and begging. Girl, you leave a phone number. Wait for the child's mother to pick us up and then transfer the money to you. But at this moment, the child in the woman's arms cried loudly, interrupting the conversation. The baby is saying, I want to eat. Okay. This child. Please, I just want to give the child a hot meal. Seriously, if the child is young enough to be swaddled and that tiny, the child requires formula, not noodles, right? That is not a child that should be eating solids. As for this liar, 2 more minutes, the security guard uncle should bubble noodles back, right? I walked back while thinking about what flavour his cup noodles would be. No, Avo, honestly, you didn't get the credit for it before. Sir Khalid is being not a troublemaker. Sir Khalid is being the bubble noodles cup helper. No, he's being helpful and honest. No, it didn't count when you did it because the bot broke. There we go. You're all good now. The bot broke when you and I redeemed, or it had broken and then you and I redeemed, so you didn't get the credit for it before. So it's all good. It's all good. Sir Khalid is being nice. Helpful. How I like people to be. The translation on here is making me giggle, and it's very hard to take it seriously. So hopefully we'll understand what's going on. I would like to make it to the kittens. Yeah. Okay, I'll go with you guys. The school's anti-fraud propaganda didn't do the job. Put it aside, it's okay. Right, anyway, there will be a special person to deal with it. And the car is going to arrive. Go this way. Kiara, 1 bus in 20 minutes. Thank you, gal. Kiara, 1 bus in 20 minutes. Hey, no need to... Wait a minute. I folded back and stopped them. I've been looking for you half a day. There is a lecture in the auditorium today at noon. The teacher is counting people, just you. Oh, well, what lecture? The National Anti-Fraud You and I walk? The first thing you need to do is to get a good idea of what you're doing. You go first. I'll take her there. I pushed the girl a few steps in the direction of the school gate and waited for her to go further away, slowly turning to the old woman. I think she saved the student. I'm not 100% sure. I think this is possibly some kind of scam. But yeah, you. I took her hand one step faster, and the touch of loose skin came from my hand. Ew. That's a horrible sentence. The touch of loose skin came from my hand. The child in her arms stopped crying, and the old woman gulped and murmured. Where were you going to take her? We were going to go to the white van over there. Where is the nest? The nest? Huh? She paused, seemingly reluctantly, but still honestly reported a string of addresses, praying Ning by the port of the workers' dormitory. Here, $20. Go to that noodle shop and order a bowl of noodles. Tell the boss to put in less salt and wait honestly after eating, remember? Some sort of kidnapping thing? In which case, good on you, Kiara. The problem is there's too salty. The noodles were too salty. The salt was free was not clear enough. Oh, remember, less salt. But the nest? Right, there are typos, and then there are... This does not make even any sense, because this is a translation error. The words are spelled correctly. They are not the right words. They do not make sense in the English. But yeah, there's been games we've played where, there was that AI slop one that made no sense, that I hadn't realised was AI before we started streaming it. And, Jessie and I proceed to take the piss of it. And there's been games where it's like, okay, it's readable, there's some errors, but, a few typos, a few mistranslations, that's fine. And then there's games like this, where it does not make any sense. But it's a lot better than the ones that just have casual racism, because we've had that before, or trauma triggers, So, we will give it another... Oh, Apex! Thank you for the raid. Where's my Apex button? An Apex button? Gosh darn it. No, well, I'm being... Oh, and my other button's broken. Okay. Thank you, whoever did the shout out, because... no, it is working. The thing is slightly behind and doesn't show Apex on my list for people I can shout out. But yes. Thank you, Ray. You were playing Melicta? Oh, you poor thing. I feel very sorry for you. I hated that game. Loved the story, hated the game. The platforming was unnecessary and painful and glitchy, and yeah, I rage uninstalled it after Jessie and I finished the main story. I could not. We tried some of the DLC, and I think Jessie streamed the Ice DLC, but it made me hurt. Well, it's got a speed run, and it's so bad. Controls, it's a glitchy platforming. But yeah, the story was great. Yeah. If it had just been a puzzle game, like we wanted, it would have been fine. The glitchy platforming made it impossible to get anywhere with a speedrunny thing, and I wasn't even going to attempt it. Had it just been puzzles, then I would have done the speedrun. But no, the horrible glitchy platforming was, no. And I will not complete the game, however, for any amount of channel points. They would be refunded. They would be refunded, or I might just say I've done it just to, be contrary, because yes, I'm being serious when I say I'm never picking that game up again. I completed the main story. It was very painful. But yeah, Apex, I'm very sorry you have to suffer through that game. I hope you, I think even Jesse didn't want to attempt the speed run. And he's the platforming god. It was just glitchy. It was really glitchy. Great story, terrible controls. No, I think we'll be fine. I do like you. I do like that Anne Hammer emote. That is so cute. But yeah, welcome in raiders as well. But yes, thank you for the raid, Apex. Sorry, I just have very visceral reaction to that game. I really wanted to enjoy it because I was really enjoying the story, but as soon as it made me platform badly, I mean, we solved some of the puzzles and we still don't know how the heck we did it. I glitched through half a level, I think, at one point, and Jesse was like, how did you? And I'm like, I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, we've just evaded a kid. We've just, not evaded. What's the word I want? Prevented a kidnapping. I couldn't tell you if it's aliens or, some sort of child trafficking ring. There may or may not be some sort of fake baby in this swaddle. All I can tell you is that the baby does not want the noodles. And the reason people have no faces is because the protagonist has face blindness. Prosopagnosia, wouldn't you know? Which I only know the word because it was in the nonary games. But also my grandpa had prosopagnosia. But yes. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. It's okay. But the translation is very, 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 very bad. Sister, you're not from the 8th grade, right? When the woman was far away, I was about to leave when the girl I had just seen came around from behind the security post. Ah, don't I look like a high school student already? No, because you're not wearing a school uniform. I just haven't reacted, and suddenly I heard you mention the anti-fraud lecture. The woman just now is a gang operation, someone to meet. If you go with her, do not know where we'll be taken to. See what I mean? But I thought there was monitoring in front of the school. No one would come to the school gate to cheat people. That camera never worked well in the years I was in school. Besides, she looked like she really needed help, just in case. Like walking from the station and getting a student to help. Maybe because she thought I looked better to talk to. She spoke hesitantly and looked really nice to talk to. When you don't have money for food and can't contact your family, which would you choose? Someone who is willing to help you or someone who can help? What kind of situation would make her ask for help from a student whose financial situation and ability are far less than that of an adult? Although nothing is absolute, it's never a bad thing to think more about your safety. However, why haven't you left yet? What if I left and you were in danger? Aww. I had a hint of surprise, but the girl laughed. I'm not usually like this. I'm very careful when I go out at night, and I'm also careful not to make contact with strange passers-by. It's okay, Circle Lead. I defended you, and it's all good. I feel like there has possibly been in the past some jesting. So I was quick to say that it was not a jest, it was the truth. I'm going to talk funny now because this game is breaking my brain. Just when the man begged me, I remembered my grandmother back home. The man? There was a woman. She's a little older and doesn't know how to use a smartphone. If the market ever stops accepting paper money, she might not even be able to buy groceries. When I go out and see old people of similar age, I can't help but think, if I could be kinder to them, wouldn't my grandmother be able to meet more people who think the same way as me? Just, hey, didn't think. It's not the kindness that's wrong, it's the people who take advantage of it. I mean, that is true. And those two, just now, are not the usual bad guys. I'll contact someone to handle it afterwards. This line seems like a line from the anime. Is the sister here on a special mission? At times like this, mysterious people usually do not reply. So, then I won't pursue it. Salute! Oh my gosh. This is such a literal translation. It just doesn't work in English because we don't construct our sentences the same. When the bell rang at the end of lunch break, she ran a few steps towards the school building and suddenly looked back at me. She asked me from afar, "Sister, what should I do to protect myself in case something like this happens to me again?" Pepper spray. Ah, ... Maybe we'll get the cats. At least that might make it better. In the clear windowed dining bar, the air conditioning is on full blast. It's not mealtime. Half of the lights in the store are off, and the quiet and soft environment is great for chatting with old friends. Oh, we've just skipped scenes. Okay, so, right. The line indeed is quite handsome, so what did you say to her at the end? Yang Yang sat across from me, absently stirring my late treat of milk tea. I advised her to eat more meat, eggs and milk, and not to avoid running between classes. Nothing. Also told her to set 110 as a speed dial key. It is indeed a good idea to call the police, Uncle, when you encounter such situations, and you can help people and protect yourself. So these two are anomalies. I shook my head and spread my hands. Adults are not. The rest I can only say, what the heck. Anyway, to Fang Chenzi. Cold War 4 years ago, said the first message is to let him go to deal with the work crap. Fang Chenzi should be happy bad. How about it? When are you going to meet with him? I'll finish cleaning up my grandmother's house in the next 2 days. We had a lot of fights and he may not want to see me. Yang Yang looked at his phone and smiled. Her phone. Speak of the devil, he sent me a message asking if you had arrived. He had found someone. Hi, Dopey. Why do you only ever appear when Ray threatens to ban somebody? Oh, no, that sentence came out wrong. That sounded very accusatory. It's like Ray threatens to ban someone and then Dopey appears. There is correlation, just not necessarily causation there. It is always funny. Because you have appeared outside of Ray threatening to ban people. My brain has gone to mush from the sentence structure of this game, so that did not come out right. But yes, I mean, lurking. Honestly, I lurk in so many streams, and then I'm just randomly reply to a bit of conversation. People are like, "Hi, Joe," and I'm like, "Oh, I've been here for like 3 hours. Did I not say anything already?" Hi, Leaky. Yes, I am mush. You will see after we've had a few more sentences in this game, if you literally just arrived. If you've been lurking, you know why my brain is mush. But yeah, the internet went wonky. I lost connection just to Twitch randomly. Had to restart OBS and my bot. I was already in a wonky... It was if you had been lurking, you would know why my brain is mush. If you hadn't and just wanted to say hi mush, then you can, you know, it's okay. You're late. I was late starting because Twitch broke just on my computer. This weekend has felt like I've been slightly out of sync with the universe. I don't know why, but yes. Rare Dopey. Dopey is not rare. He streams like 5 times a week. Yeah, it's not bad disconnect. It's just like, I think it's just because it's really grey outside. I don't mind if it's raining, but it's just cloudy. I think I don't like cloudy. Ooh. Hey, you got a stealth genre. That feels appropriate. You just sort of slid in and was like, hi Mush, I'm Leaky. Why didn't he tell me himself? You asked me to notify Fang Chen-Si. It's not because he is still lying in your blacklist. Hi Tarragon! Come join the brain-melting visual novel that we're gonna do for another 10 minutes, and if we do not get the cats, we will be switching to something else that is not making me find it hard to construct a sentence. A genre you like, but you'll be terrible at IRL. I mean, I'm terrible at it in a game. But I do prefer stealth to fighting. But yes. 12%. Aww. Clearly you are... No, that's perfect. 12% chaos and stealth. It's like you like the genre, but you'll be terrible at it. And that's what the chaos rating is saying. You can totally see a pattern in anything if you look hard enough. But yes, hope you're doing okay, Tarragon and Leaky and Dopey and everyone. Ow. I am fine, except my wrist hurts. To be fair, this is why I'm disconnected with the universe. Because there was absolutely no reason for my wrist to randomly start hurting. Ow. And that's why we're picking the low impact games. We're literally hitting the A button. Jesus Christ, wrist. Can we like not hurt? But yeah, I think that's why I feel disconnected or slightly out of sync, is because my wrist hurts. And it's hard to do stuff with my wrist hurting, so. But yeah, I don't know if ID is streaming today. Also, I did Saturday and Sunday the other way around. But yeah, I froze and smiled twice. How'd you smile twice? It seems that there is such a thing. Well, I reported safe, regardless of him. You come back this time. Should not leave, right? Well, I want to find a job with 5 insurance and 1 gold, and then work until retirement, receiving a pension to take care of their old age. I'm a bit indignant thinking about this. If it were not for the inability to see the leader's face, my job search would not have been so bumpy. Sigh. Ah, yes, protagonist has face blindness. However, this character has a face. Possibly because they are familiar? I don't know how it works. There's supposedly a cult in here, and then like a ritual happens. We've thwarted. That's the word I wanted earlier. We've thwarted a kidnapping. I was promised cats. Have always promised a teddy bear, and so far we've just had an epically bad translation. An epically bad translation. No one has proofread this. And this is the beginning of the game. I think like the first couple of sentences were fine, but after that it just... chaos. Chaos. Think differently. Face blindness may also be a good thing. The leader can have a few good face. I don't even know if this is Yang speaking. Because it's not got a name on it now. Why don't you follow the Fang Chen-Si order to be a watchman to eliminate abnormalities and protect the people? And you see that. In the past, it seems to be a unit set up by the government. Rounding up is also considered the system. Well, that doesn't sound good, whatever we're talking about. Have you seen the TV series? But where there is an assassination operation, the first to kill is to play the shift. And that want to drive away the evil spirits, the ghosts to avoid. Very dangerous. That is what I can do. This has been translated from a language that does not have the sentence in the structure that we have in the English. I'm reading the words. I have no idea what is going on, particularly. Except I think she's having a problem finding a job because she's got face blindness. But I don't know what this other character... Yeah. Hi, Scruff! You're as stealthy as a brick through a window. I mean, yes, but please don't put a brick through my window. I hope you are doing okay. I missed your last stream, which was the Pokemon one, though at least I managed to save my streak because I was working and I saw the notification and went, oh, I should get that up. And then I went to get it up 3 hours later and then there was no more stream. I was kind of sad. But yes, hope you are well. You have posted messages. I have seen them and reacted with emojis, possibly. But I cannot remember the contents of them. My brain is literally mush. I mean, tired and out of it. Yeah. I had very weird dreams last night. I did not have as good sleep as I usually do. Because of said weird dreams, I think. No, probably because of my wrist. But yeah. Oh yes, that was it. You were talking about new glasses. And I understand completely. Obviously. I get it. I have just ordered new contact lenses and some reading glasses. As a backup in case my varifocals ever break, because this is my only pair of varifocals and literally the only thing that I own that I can actually read with. But yeah, my age is messing with my vision. I used to be able to read stuffs. All of the text on your monitors is blurry. I feel ya. I mean, I'm still, you know, get I's and L's mixed up, but I think that's the font that I've got on my Twitch stream than anything else. And that's at an arm's length. Yeah. When I've got my contact lenses in, I'm holding my phone like, you know, arm's length away and I can just about read it. Yeah, but I mean, you shouldn't be having this sort of problem unless you're long-sighted, because you're, like, way younger than I am. Like, if you're long-sighted, your eyes get older sooner, but that's, like, early 40s, not... I forget how old you are, you don't have to tell me, but, you know. You should not be having problems reading at your age. You're short-sighted. Well, then you definitely shouldn't be having problems. Oh, yes. Well, my phone will remind me, but also that's a really good number. But also happy birthday for Thursday if I forget, which I probably will, but not intentionally. I just can't comprehend days. Yeah, you're way too young to be having, like, problems reading. So probably your prescription's changed, but, you know. You should not need varifocals for another 20-odd years. Unlike me. They're just a baby! You're long-sighted with poor short-range vision. You've got reading glasses and long-sighted. Yeah. Well, I've currently got varifocals, which I call old people glasses because, you know. Oh, it's because your left eye is too weak to balance the strap. Oh, yeah, I get that. My left eye is shit. My right eye is not too bad, but I have to have the right prescription, and then they're also weird shapes, and I've got a wonky eye as well. So, you know, all the things. I've been wearing glasses since I was 18 months old. You know, I'm used to this sort of stuff. Yeah, astigmatism. Yeah, same. Rugby ball shaped eye. I have astigmatism and hypermetropism, which is severe long-sightedness, and I also have a lazy eye, which I can never remember the official term for. But now I've also got whatever ism is old eyes. So yeah, but if you're long-sighted, Raina, then you might find varifocals work better for you, and then you don't have to switch glasses. Much better than bifocals anyway, or having 2 pairs of glasses and having to swap. If I did that, I'd be forever wearing the wrong ones and walk into things. Alright, let's see if we can at least get to a new setting in this game. Scruff, you're not even middle-aged yet. Not even middle-aged yet. I mean, I'm on 9 different medications and I've got varifocals. I feel very old and I'm only 44. So, you know. Yeah, old eyes can't see no good anymore, isn't? Yeah, I know, but it is called something, which I should know, but I can't remember. But yeah, basically, early perimenopause is not fun. Anyway. Anyway. And that what to drive away the evil spirits, the ghosts to avoid, very dangerous. That is what can I do. I can do. Oh, I mean, yeah, you definitely should not have slip discs in your neck. Afraid of what? Not 5 insurance it. You can report work-related injuries. Well, stare. Haha, oops. Don't look at me like that. Make a joke. Active atmosphere, well. Yang Yang dry laugh. How about you work alone? Take some simple small jobs. Private Detective Kiara. It also sounds very sensational. It would only be fun if I actually became a cat, yes. Oh my god, that chair breaking on stream. That was alarming. That was. Like. Yeah. That was very alarming. I was having network issues earlier, Tarragon. I don't seem to be dropping frames anymore, but you know, it could be me. We had connection issues at the beginning of the stream, couldn't connect to Twitch, so. You say so, I remembered. You have heard of Chen XX? Huh? The former colleague of Fang Chengxin resigned to work alone. Then what? Earn a lot of money? Yesterday, just brushed the circle of friends he said to cheating and extramarital affairs say no. From the hotel to the court, one-stop perfect solution to your worries. I can't read this anymore. The actual fact is that you can find a lot of people who've been in the business for a long time. Sometimes you get perfect sentences like that. That's also cool. When you later door-to-door debt collection throwing paint, I help you carry buckets, and then you get sentences like that. You're using a new browser because Edge didn't know how to CPU RAM properly anymore. I mean, I use Edge for my stream chat, and Chrome usually, and I know Chrome can, like, you know, whatever, but it works across multiple computers, so I'm just really not, you know, but no one else has said it's been choppy, Tarragon, so it probably is just you, but, you know, it could just be Twitch is having issues, and that's why I had problems at the beginning of the stream. So, girl, we have to squat in the same jail. Okay, so the waiter brought the food. I'm just going to summarize now. Oh, God, yeah. I mean, I don't want Copilot on personal stuff. Yay. All right, we got noodles. If you open... if you open your own office, I'll go work for you. Then, yeah. Okay. My name is Yang Yang. My specialty is making tables and writing PPTs. And I have the advantageous skill of making a week out of a half day's work. You'd better eat well. Why doesn't Yang Yang have a name tag thing? Because I can't do voices when I don't know things. How also the more down the bigger have to hide. I get it. I know that if I upgrade to Windows 11, I'm going to have to extract Copilot from everything. At the moment, I don't have it because I'm still on Windows 10. It's raining. The rain is going sideways. No. Yeah, I just haven't upgraded, so I do not have the thing. Someone's with an umbrella. Okay. Short hair, sweatshirt, little man's squatting there. Young man's squatting there. The taste of abnormal. Who the heck is Fang Chengzi, and what the heck does he have to do with it? Should I inform him? Is this the guy with the teddy bear? Yeah, look, it's the guy with the teddy bear. Havor! Havor! In case you're listening, not listening, we found the guy with the teddy bear. Unfortunately, we're not getting anywhere in this story. Hello? Ah, purple sunflowers. Yep, that's not a sunflower. Tattered cat muppet. Abnormal. What was more surprising then was his appearance, clearly visible to my eyes. Oh, she can see his face. I even saw a flash of surprise on his face. He did not speak. The accident many years ago brought me severe face blindness. I can see abnormal and family members. I can see Yang Yang, Fang Chengzi, but no one else's face. So, what is abnormal? How would that translate? But yeah, no, I've heard about the thing. Putting it in Twitch chat is vaguely not helpful because I'm not going to go back to it. You could DM me it on Discord, or indeed share it in my main Discord. I don't mind, but I tend not to remember to go back to Twitch chat. Okay, so yeah, she normally can't see faces, but she can see his face. Important people, but I never thought I'd be able to see good-looking people. I'm not sure if I can see the handsome ones, or is it that the one in front of me is actually an anomaly? Do you have any wishes? Okay. I took a step back without moving and fumbled with the phone in my pocket, calling Fang Chengzi as soon as things went wrong. A young voice that matched his appearance. In principle, as long as it's something I could do. He stared at me. Ah! He is speaking in a language I don't know, so we can probably turn down voice. I like the rain sound, but yeah, I am not abnormal. It's the first time I've seen an abnormality that denies being an abnormality. Okay. He paused. He is frustrated. I'm sorry that you don't remember me, Kiara. Okay. The sound of rain was loud. The wind and the rain, and for a moment a strong sense of familiarity wrapped itself around me. I have seen him. Where is it? It was raining hard. He stood up and left his umbrella to the Muppet, which I duly propped up. Thank you. You are... who? This is an optical store. Bright lights, shelves with a variety of styles of frames, except for us, no one else. Chiara unscripted. Yes, exactly. Or uniscripted. The air in the store is cooled to the fullest, and the air is vaguely clean, smelling faint fragrance. I stood carefully in the doorway. I just want to see if we get any actual story. This is my store. Oh. His expression is not a joke, but it's really hard to connect him with the identity of the optician. Just by looking at his appearance, he looks like a student who's not yet graduated, and he's wearing a puppy sweater. The puppy sweater is really cute. I am not abnormal. You just promise also count? I recently lacked an employee in my store. Is this a booze direct hire? What? But I can't do optometry, and the duration of being a sales clerk is, Eyeglass store is just a front. We should be peers. He extended his hand to me. I've heard a lot about you, Night Watcher. Oh, we got a choice. We are going with shake hands. He wasn't lying. He really wasn't abnormal. The palm that came into contact was calloused, dry, and warm. A standard human hand by any consideration. Is it good to squeeze? His voice is not cold, not hot, and his face is not much extra expression. It is difficult to see his thoughts at this time. Why does he look like a stack of two small children in a cute shirt? I don't know. Oh my god, I actually wrote in a technical document, this is 3 devices. This is 3 devices in a trench coat. Well, this device is yeah, something along the lines of it's masquerading as 3 devices in a trench coat. But I'm like, and then it made me laugh, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it in there. So it is now the trench coat flag. It was funny. I think you had to be there, but I think, you know, the whole X things in a trench coat is also a fun meme. Okay, you can eat more red dates to replenish the blood. And look at this pattern you recently to be unlucky. It is good to confirm that it is a human being. I'm secretly relieved, pretending to turn his hand over and make a fortune-telling gesture. No mistake, 100% pure natural human, unless the anomaly has now evolved to the point where he can even simulate the skin texture. But at that point, there's nothing left for the company. During the time I was making judgments, he let me pinch around, but the corners of his mouth pursed up slightly as if he was embarrassed. This expression is much more human-like than just now. We'll talk about the promise later, but I wasn't lying when I just said you were unlucky. I let go of my hand. I met his confused gaze and slowly added, what needs to be addressed as a priority now is this little guy who followed you in. The cat puppet was sitting quietly in the open space next to the umbrella stand at some point. Anomaly 1. Those left behind in the past by obsession exist in this world in a state of spiritual power. The heart's wish is fulfilled and the body is whisked away. I looked at his stunned expression, looking like he completely missed the Muppet that followed him in. I feel like puppet is possibly the right word here, but I kind of like saying Muppet. Anomaly? I think anomaly is probably the right word then. I went around and crouched down and reached towards the Muppet. The door was not closed, and a hot, humid breeze slipped in through the doorway. In a blink of an eye, the soggy Muppet disappeared into thin air with only the winding watermarks on the floor to prove it had been there. Afraid of me? It looks like the ability is not very strong, but to be on the safe side, it is better to dump it to Fang Chengxi. I pulled out my phone while asking, "The that just now? What is it in your eyes?" A wet black cat. It seems to be afraid of you. Well, Abnormal will be afraid of shifters, who are stronger than them. I'm not inducted, but they are still afraid of my ability. Okay, so what I have gleaned is that the main character had some sort of accident and can't see faces unless they are important or aliens? Aliens / supernatural. Maybe supernatural is the right word here. They may be some sort of shapeshifter. And they are kidnapping children. This is not making a whole bunch of sense, I have to admit. Maybe the notes make... Note, there is no notes. Great. We've got an hour into this game, and I have... Yeah. I think what we're going to do is do 5 more minutes to the break. Hi, Jessie! 5 more minutes to the break, and then we're going to switch games, because I cannot even with this game. What are you doing? Dragging Fang Chengxi out of my blacklist? Contact professional watchmen. They will handle it more professionally. Don't. He reached out and tried to hold my hand down, and the alarm bells went off in my heart. But it's your current story. No, Jessie. No. 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 Thank you, Mr. Corners. It is so poorly translated. It hurts my brain to try and figure out what's going on. And we have other games lined up. I was hopeful for this game. I am no longer thinking that we can do much more. The backhand grabbed his wrist. Yeah, and there's a creepy eye that occasionally appears. His face instantly turned red. Only a moment later, his eyes were confused again. Who are you? Yang Jin. What is your purpose? Want to see you. Why do you want to see me? What is the purpose? Why do you not contact others? I have a million questions, but Old face, I read. Ahem, you. Just about to ask something else, he suddenly raised his hand to smash the counter next to him. With a heavy muffled sound, he also broke free from that trance situation where he had to ask and answer. Missed opportunity. This guy is very alert. I know what you can do. Don't use that. I won't lie to you. Oh, so we also have some sort of power to make people tell the truth? Maybe when it does that flashy red eye thing? Do not find others either. I do not trust them. This matter, can you do it? Just now also said they are also hitting the shift. I do not trust you, right? It is human, although the identity is suspicious, but there is no hostility to me. And more importantly, I can see his face. Does it mean that he is a particularly important person to me? Staring. Jiang Ying's ears are flushed red, slightly turned his head to avoid my gaze. It is not a no-no, it's just a handful. That's not a black cat. I don't know. Or not really. What you saw should be its state before it was born. His expression became a bit complicated for a moment. You just left the umbrella with it, right? At that time I thought you were having an abnormal communication. Didn't think it was a kindly passerby helping a drenched kitten. We can see these anomalies, and they can naturally distinguish us from ordinary people. You left the umbrella to it. The act itself is a kind of permission, but also equivalent to you were marked by it. Next, you have to fulfill its wishes to do so. What if you leave it unattended? I don't know. Maybe it like that horror movie Haunted by Spirits, daily bad luck, and then drained of essence. What does it wish for? I don't know. It left without saying. So dramatic. I wanted to laugh a little. Don't worry, it will come again. Give me the phone. He looked a little confused, but obediently handed me the phone. My phone number. Call me if you need anything. Then my wish. Abnormal will leave this world after I get my wish. What do you want to be overtaken by me too? There is a long silence, as if a little reluctant, suddenly speak. I will call you. At least he gets a name tag. I walked aimlessly on the road after coming out of the optical store. I'm not sure if I can find a job before, but it seems good to work part-time at an optician's, and I'm also a little curious about my relationship with Jiang Ying. The thought of looking for a job made my head ache again. Can't I just retire on the spot, or should I reconsider night watching? I shook my head. The notes of Tatsuki are incoherently written. Shift workers are closely related to the city. Symbiosis, mutual benefit, and advocacy. It's not necessarily relevant, but bad luck is definitely the first. At this time, the phone received a new message. Are you free these 2 days? Did you encounter any trouble? It's Fang Chengxi. No. It's not in trouble and the house is not ready yet. I'm a little busy lately. Let's get together some other time. 4 years ago, on the eve of leaving for university, I had a big fight with Tatsuki and left Kinan the next day with my luggage. The first thing you need to do is to get a good idea of what you're doing. The phone at the other end of the line was obviously surprised that I took the initiative to catch up and asked for a bunch of common sense, and I replied one by one. We both unknowingly skipped over the topic that we used to argue about. About whether I should be the watchman. The darkness was coming from all around, and the rainy night seemed to be coming a little earlier. I put my phone down and turned around to walk into the rain. Okay, I'm sorry. That's about as much as I can cope with that. So, we're not going to end the stream, but I'm going to put the ending soon up so I can switch games. We are going to have a break. So, this is the end of Blind, the Unseen Truth, with the, oh my god, what the hell is going on with this translation? I'm going to go and wash my brain, and I will be back in like 3 minutes with another game that is hopefully slightly better. So, thanks to ID at Xbox for this game. I'm confused.